Hey guys, Kev here. America, you're in trouble. The world, you're in trouble. We are being censored and controlled by the New World Order, Freemasons, Illuminati, globalists, whatever you want to call them. I spent hours and hours and a couple of days putting together my video, and when I put it up, I had, I believe, 24 views or something like that, some interesting comments, and then YouTube took it down saying that I violated their community standards or whatever. Okay? Here's my message to you, YouTube, because you're the ones directly who blocked me, but for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all the rest of you, fuck you. You have no right to censor me and to abridge my First Amendment right to freedom of speech and press. You will not get away with this, and we will fight back. I did not speak any hatred or violence. I simply stated the truth and facts. So, now I have to be careful, quote unquote, what I say and this and that. So, that's that. So this is what I want to talk about, because in the video this was included, but of course you couldn't see it. So I have a deep concern for Japan right now. Here's why. Japan has approximately 125 million people, and they're only at 8% vaccination. It was 1. I can't find real recent articles. The most recent one I can find is from June 28, 2021, and there's most of them are before that, but this is the newest article I can find right now for whatever reason. It's early morning right now of July 22nd, 2021 that I'm doing this video, but just some things to point out to you real quick. It's going to be a pretty short video, and that is, with that low population rate, or excuse me, that low vaccination rate, I'm wondering if the New World Order, are angry about that, and they don't like it, and if they don't get it up, they may do something to them, like drop another bomb, cyber attack, or whatever. That's my concern, because they can't have 120-something million people not vaccinated. Now, there's 3 reasons to that. And as I'm saying that, my uncle pointed out, I mean, I know, but I just slipped my mind, the Olympics. You already got China threatening to nuke them. You go look it up in articles. That's the recent article. And they've been fighting for years anyway, but just the timing here. It's just, I hope not. But God, believe me, I'm just saying, I'm just pointing this out and documenting. So, all right, this is what I wanted to share with you. Now, this is according to your article, okay, not me. So you guys want to censor me and tell me I'm wrong, whatever. This is an article entitled "Ahead of Tokyo Olympics, Japan." So don't come at me, YouTube, and say I'm spreading misinformation, etc. As of Monday, Japan has administered 15.6 million vaccination doses, accounting for just over 8% of its population. The latest WHO figures show. Okay, that's your people, the World Health Organization. Make that clear. Now, they're saying that that's less than the global average for a country of 10% per country. Okay, so far less than the U.S. and United Kingdom. We're at 45%, and United Kingdom at 46%, according to statistics compiled by our World in Data, your data. Okay? So, with that, there's 3 reasons why they say this is going on. The first reason is that in Japan, only doctors and nurses, medical professionals, are allowed to give vaccines. So, unlike here, some dude off the street, they go and train for 2 hours and goes and sticks people in the arm or whatever. They don't do that there. So they're asking retired doctors and nurses to come in and help, and they're even asking dentists to help out with the administering of vaccines. Okay, that's one. The second reason is because Japan doesn't really make their own vaccines. They don't really do that. So they count on the UK and America to provide them with vaccines. And as of this article, which is from June 28th, this year, 2021, they're saying that they have 7 million vaccines that are just sitting right now, waiting to be administered. So whatever that means. So the exact thing is, let's see here if I got it here, that vaccine shipment picked up in May, and Health Ministry data shows that about 7 million doses are currently sitting unused in freezers despite initial concerns of supply shortage. Okay? And the last reason why it's like that there is because of hesitancy. Okay? They're saying that people are basically leery. Okay? They don't trust it. Okay? These aren't my words. Okay? YouTube. Okay? Don't go censor me. I'm saying this is from ABC News article. So, why is vaccine confidence low? Japan's mistrust of vaccines is decades old, partly because side effects have often been played up. In the 1990s, the government scrapped mandatory inoculations after a court ruling held it responsible for side effects linked to several vaccines. And so that's what it is. They want to know. They want more data. That's what they're saying. They just want to be sure that it's safe, which is smart. That's not something bad. That's what I said about America. It's too soon. Typically, it takes like what? Don't censor me. I believe 3-4 years, something like that, for vaccines to get approved. But this has been emergency rushed through, and it's not approved, only authorized. That's the fact. That's not me. That's your own admissions in your own Wikipedias or whatever. So this is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, in Japan, they haven't really had an issue with COVID. So once again, I said I got to be careful what I say. Really, I know it sounds stupid, and I'm like mocking it, but that's the way that they are doing this, not me. They're making me do it like this, really. So, and it says in the article that Japan has had nowhere near the number of COVID-19 infections and deaths as the United States, United Kingdom, Brazil, Russia, or India. But that's because the island nation imposes severe restrictions and mandatory quarantines on foreigners coming in, and because the government has been successful at getting residents to wear masks and practice social distancing. Mask wearing, which was first adopted by the Japanese to combat the spread of the Spanish flu in 1919, was already a widespread practice in the country even before the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I can attest to that is true. I've been to Japan 6 times. And the first time I went, I saw all these people wearing masks. And I asked them, like, well, what's wrong with them? Why are they wearing masks? And I was told that, in Japan, when people are sick, that's their way to let you know that they're sick. And, you can choose to sit by them or away from them, and to keep germs off, so they're not coughing on the train next to you, bus, on the seat, and germs. And that's a good idea. I even had a friend say, hey, that's a great idea. Why don't you do that in America? Well, 20 years later, here we are. They're doing it. So that's why. That's what they do. Now, I find it interesting because this is the COVID map. This is your data from the CDC, data from CDC, WHO, ECDC, Wikipedia, the New York Times. This is from you. This is what they say. This is as of July 22nd, 2021, that Japan has had 847,614 infections and 15,079 deaths. So my question, I'm just asking, do they need a vaccine? If only 15,000 people have died in almost a year and a half? Doesn't seem like a lot of people. I'm just saying. How many people die every year from cancer, common cold, some mysterious illness they don't know, car accidents? Just saying. So, just wondering if the Japanese people are just doing that and they really aren't going to do it, and China's going to be angry with them and do something to them or something. That's all this video was about. So real quick, just some food for thought. Now, this last part I just want to say to you is, this is what YouTube said to me regarding them taking down my video or banning my video or whatever, however you want to say it. What this policy means for you: if you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if it includes any of the following: treatment misinformation. Listen to this. Content that encourages the use of home remedies, prayer, or rituals in the place of medical treatment, such as consulting a doctor or going to the hospital. That's from YouTube. You Christians ought to have a big problem with this. Actually, everyone should. If that's not censorship, what is? And I will say this to you, New World Order people, Illuminatists, Freemasons, Inky Lights, all of you. I'm ready. You want to fight? You want to do this? You really want to do this? I'm down. And I'm telling the rest of you, you better stand up, because they're coming for you. They're coming. Regardless, you stand up and you keep doing what they tell you, and they put them on the chains tighter and tighter. That's all they're doing. Get up, stand up for your rights. Peace.